Next Level Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. Your spiritual connection is strong. It is real. I'm going to share some insights on signs to let me know that, things that will work for you. And if you stay with me through to the end of this video, I've got some bonus PowerPoints and how we can reverse engineer to reconnect to this divine source. You do not want to miss this. Let me know what resonates most with you. So the first way to know that your spiritual connection is strong is acceptance. When we're able to have that power of accepting things, we know that we're all right with God. There are certain things that we have the power to change and other things that are simply unchangeable. One of my favorite affirmations says, I have the power to change those things that need to be changed in my life and to accept the unchangeable. This gives me a level of peace and serenity in my life. So how are we with our acceptance? There are certain things that the Great Spirit will allow to happen in my life. From my journey, I found out that there are certain things that I'm not able to really change in that time, in that moment. And there are certain things that we have to accept. Did you know that the serenity prayer, what they call serenity prayer, has another part to it? We often hear about God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. My level of acceptance reveals my strength and my connection with the spiritual divine. So that's the first way. And even reverse engineering that, right? I could look at that and say, how can I reconnect to my divine source, the God within me, that great I am? How can I make that connection strong? And one of the ways that I've been able to do that is my level of acceptance. I accept those things that are out of my control. I have the power to change whatever needs to be changed. So I want to encourage you and inspire you right now. Think about things that may happen in your life. It could be family members. It could be your children. It could be your job. It could be your career. Certain things are just out of our control, right? So I have to make up in my mind, my spiritual connection is real and strong in accordance with my level of acceptance. Accepting what God allows, changing what I can in my life. And the second sign to know that your spiritual connection is strong and it's real is redefining what integrity is. What is integrity to you? It took me a while to realize that integrity for one person could mean something for somebody else, but it all really boils down to being honest, reliable, and trustworthy. We're going to get more into that in a minute, but I had to look at my life. And one thing that it means for me is just to be honest when I'm wrong about certain things. I had to admit when I was wrong. As a matter of fact, I talk about that in my book, Mystic Secrets of the Bible. Check this out. I talk about how we can admit it is a strength, not weakness, to admit that you have been wrong about a lot of things. I go on to say that there is nothing wrong with being honest about your present condition. Many times we try to convince others that we are right, and our very need to prove our rightness proves our wrongness. And I go deeper into that with my book, Mystic Secrets of the Bible. I would love for you to grab a copy of that and take it home with you with the link in the description. So integrity, what is it? What does that really mean? And there's three main things that stands out for me when it comes to redefining and really understanding integrity. First thing it means is being responsible. Am I able to be responsible and simply do what I say I'm going to do? The second thing that helps me is being accountable, being where I say I'm going to be, when I say I'm going to be there, right? And the third thing that has helped me to redefine integrity, bring it to another level of understanding, is just being reliable. Can I be counted on? One of my affirmations says, I'm always prepared for the unexpected, always ready for the challenge. I come through with an outstanding performance and outstanding result. I can be counted on. So can you be counted on? That is a great sign that your spiritual connection is strong. Your spiritual connection is real. And it took me a while to realize that there's something about that connection to God, even redefining what words mean. And a lot of times, for example, take the word sin. A lot of times we think about sin as being something going contrary to things in the Bible or going contrary to written laws, human-made laws. But what if we redefine that word? And I did that. I redefined it. And for me, sin is anything done to someone else that I wouldn't want them to do to me. And then you can reverse engineer that and say doing right is doing something for someone that I would love for them to do for me. So keep that in mind as you begin to redefine integrity, taking it to that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next level mindset and everything. And by the way, if you're first time here or you've been here and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Stay empowered and inspired with us at the next level. We'd love to have you in the family. And the third way To know that your connection is strong, your spiritual connection is strong, is when you're able to have an open mind with the concept of God. And one thing that has helped me is to know that God is not just out there somewhere, right? He's right here within me. He is the great spirit of God within me that I am. So think about that in your life. Is there a way that you can have an open mind to what God really means? God, at the end of the day, is simply love. Love manifests in the flesh. And it took me a while to realize that God is not caught up into those words. It's us who really has problems with those words, right? It's us who have those concepts and hang-ups with those words that we use when it comes to God. Did you know that according to the Hebrew text, there are hundreds of names that are used for God? There's Elohim, Yahweh, El Shaddai, El Elyon. We always hear about Yahweh, Jehovah. There's all types of names. Jesus, the Christ. One thing that has helped me in my journey is just to maintain an open mind, that it is the God of your understanding, to reconnect, and to know that my connection is strong. And as you begin to do your research, you can think about what are the names? What are those different names for God? Make it personal. And whatever situation you are in right now, God is within us, and not just out there, right here within us. Manifest right here in our lives. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, maybe with a family member, maybe with a church member, maybe with just somebody along your way, always keep the concept of having an understanding. One of my affirmations says, I have released the need for anyone to do anything different or be different than they are. I have given others their freedom, and in doing so, I am free as well. So I allow that understanding, knowing that everyone has a different understanding of what God really means. Even in my life, when my mom passed when I was young, God became my mother in that instance. So that is one of the main things that has helped me along my journey, knowing that I can have a personal understanding. And so keep that in mind as you begin to elevate your life, next level mindset in everything that we do. Now, I've got some extra bonus PowerPoints that I want to share. But first, before we do that, if you've enjoyed this video so far and it's giving you value, do me a favor and hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let other people know this video. It'll let them know it's worth watching. If you do that, appreciate it. So this first bonus point that I want to share has to do with things like this one right now, sharing this information, standing up, sharing what's real to you. At the time of this recording, our freedom of speech is really under attack. And I want to encourage you, never let anything stop you from speaking your truth. Even some of the things that I've shared right here in this video may come under scrutiny because it's not in line with what's traditionally known. So be willing to step out. One of my affirmations says that I am totally confident in just being me. So I never have to prove or explain anything to anyone at any time. So maybe that's you. Maybe you have something that you can share with the world. That one message could change somebody's life. And one of the problems that I've faced along my journey is redefining, understanding the concept of God, a higher self and our lower self, recognizing that there is a higher level of understanding what God really means. I want you to check out this video right here, how to develop God's self-awareness. I think that would be great for you to watch next. Check that out and enjoy that. I gotta show some love for my subscribers and returning viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and share this on your way out. Subscribe if you hadn't done that. Stay blessed, stay positive, and remember, nothing that needs to be done in our lives that together we cannot do. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.